Hello there, everyone. Zantok here with Super Cast Brothers. Yeah, it's that one podcast with two people talk about Smash and nobody fucking cares. And we have somebody that's been bit by some kind of dancing creature because he's now uncontrollably moving, and it's honestly a little bit weird. In fact, his camera looks super fucked up right now because he will not stop moving. Of course, that might also be the fact that he doesn't have real internet right now. Yeah, he actually is just hijacking off of a space potato. I know it sounds weird, but to be honest, I wasn't listening when he explained it to me because usually when he talks, it's all a bunch of bullshit. But hey, we're finally here to talk about a pair of characters, one character, two characters, yeah, something like that, getting out into Smash, and it's been a while since they were at, and this is the first opportunity we've actually had to talk about them. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It's Pyra Mythra. How's it going?
Holy cow, are you serious? They're in the game?
Yeah, and you know who's not in the game? Rex.
Tora.
Womp womp. No Rex.
I thought he was in their moveset in the taunts.
Does that count? Was Crom in Smash 4? Was Crom in Smash 4?
In some people's hearts.
Okay, if that counts, then Viridi was in Smash 4.
Doesn't that feel better to say
And Mei Ling was in Brawl.
Even better.
And Gino is in Ultimate.
That hurts.
If we're going to say these other things count, then that counts too. And you guess what? Hey, you know who's not in the Ultimate? Amaterasu.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Spyro's not either.
No, he's not. I'm sad. He never will
or
be.
Phoenix, right?
Honest. Or Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix might be.
Yeah.
Phoenix has more of a chance than Spyro has, and it makes me very sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I want both, but it still makes me sad.
Mm-hmm.
So hey,
the Tasmanian Tiger
has no chance.
Azurta's in.
Is Azurta in?
Yeah.
You think so? Azurta's in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you think that.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, I guess he's a stage, but he's not playable.
He's your stage from the Smashtopia wiki.
Yeah. You want to know the differences between my Cloud C stage and the real Cloud C stage? There's 3 differences. 1, the name.
Mm-hmm.
2, what direction Azurta is facing. I had them face towards the left. Smash has them face towards the right. And I have the little salvager platform as a little platform, and then Sakurai's just like, nah. Instead, we're going to have a platform that's just randomly in the middle. It's like, okay. Oh, I forgot, there's a 4th difference. My Azurta's head can go up and down. Smash Azurta's head goes sideways and disappears.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's the same fucking stage. It's like, motherfucker.
They even talk.
Sure.
Enjoy the game, lads.
Yeah, I'll enjoy you dying the first hour. Again. Spoilers.
But some deaths.
You got better.
Written. Yep. 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 Yep.
So, sometimes when you die, you just get smaller.
Mm-hmm. It's going to make a reference to a holiday that just passed at the time of recording, but I don't think I will.
Yeah, we don't. Actually, this is going up in like tomorrow, so you can make references to things and not date ourselves too bad. Sometimes when we record episodes like a month ahead of time, it's like we have to be very careful what we say. Because it's just be like, oh, hey, some other thing just happened. Meanwhile, the episode goes up in like August. It's like, oh, can't do that. But hey. This was one of those rare times like, we couldn't record ahead of time, so we're pumping this one out, trying to be quick about it. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Okay, so what happened to Azurta is kind of like the tale of Easter.
Oh, I see where you're going with. Yeah, okay, I'll see that. I mean, and also, to be fair, on the stage choice by Sakurai, it's the best choice to represent Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, I would hope that we get more stages from the game. Kind of like I'm hoping we get more stages from the first Xenoblade, because there's so many good locations. Like Gower
Oh, yeah.
Plain doesn't have to be the only stage. You can have Colony 9. You can have the Satoru Marsh. You can have wherever the fuck the bird people live. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
You could have
I don't know off
Mechonis
the
as
top
a
of my head.
stage. Sword Valley.
Mm-hmm.
For Xenoblade 2, I mean, you got Gorma. You got More Ardain.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty much the two I would go for.
What about the
Temperantia, maybe.
ground where the Crabbles live?
What?
They're just
Ooh,
crawling.
Wartha.
Yeah.
Although, actually, what I would probably do for a second Xenoblade 2 stage, just like what I would do with a second Xenoblade 2 character, you get Laura and Jin, you get Torna.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Of course it does. Of course it does. To
Which
that end,
means that instead, we're going to get Poppy QT as our character, and the stages are Gentum.
there's a part of me that would be okay with that.
Really? You'd be okay with Poppy QT over Poppy Alpha or Poppy QT Pi? Or Tora and
No.
Poppy? Okay. It's like, what the fuck?
Well,
All
Tora
the
redeemed himself after
Xenoblade
calling the
spoilers
guy a
here, by the
racist.
way. Hope you weren't expecting those, because oops!
Yeah, I think they were just expecting a Chucky Finster reference.
I
How
mean,
would he pair up
technically,
against Poppy?
Mythra is a spoiler. So, hey, there's
Mhm.
that. And
Mhm.
Sakurai spoiled a certain other character on the spirit board, so fuck it.
Well, and he says in the presentation for Pyra and Mythra as well. He's like, Rex dies, and then Pyra.
To be fair, that's in the first
happens
hour
right
of the game. If something happens
Yeah.
in the first hour of a game, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
What
Now,
about
if
that
I
one
was to
guy?
say Snape kills Dumbledore,
What?
nothing. Nothing. Dobby
Did Alan
lives.
Rickman die?
Oh,
Okay.
you poor sweet summer child. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll
Dobby
make sure
lives.
Pelipper
That was
is
a lot.
okay.
Oh, thank you. That was a lot more tragic in the book than it was.
I have to admit, I didn't give a fuck that Dobby died. I gave no fucks.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
creepy little Dobby's gone. I mean, sure, sad that he gave his life for him, that he saved their lives, but not a character I ever really cared about. Now,
Were
Hedwig.
you more of a creature guy?
Hedwig
Oh,
upset me. It's like, you
Oh, yeah.
bastards! You
Yeah.
killed the owl? What's wrong with
Mhm.
you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a bloodbath.
Yeah, it was. That whole book's just like, so, these are your favorite characters? I know you guys haven't heard of Game of Thrones yet, but don't worry. I'm going to get you prepared for it right here. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
But still, nothing was worse than the fifth book.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah.
made me put the book down for a week. I was not happy.
Oh yeah. That was a rough ride. It was great. It was rough.
How was that great?
Oh no. Not what happened.
Oh, you mean the whole book as a whole?
The book.
No,
The
let
book.
me tell you the best part of the book, though. Umbridge's comeuppance.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole book is just leading up to her getting her face smacked, and it's so glorious.
Yeah, it is.
That's why,
Yeah, it is.
we are not at all on topic, and I don't give a fuck, even though this is called a non-topic episode. But I read fan fictions, and I found that the vast majority of Harry Potter fictions either start you with the first book, the fourth book, or the fifth book. They start in the fifth book because everybody wants their take on how they're gonna fuck with Umbridge's day. People love writing that shit, and I don't blame them. It's great shit.
Uh-huh. Worst piece of shit in the entire series by far.
Yeah. She's a bigger villain than Voldemort.
Uh-huh.
So,
Speaking of Voldemort, how does he factor into Pyra and Mythra's reveal?
well, he's actually a Zerda.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What a twist. Very similar to Wormtail, in fact.
You think so?
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, leaping into the topic at hand.
What was your
First thought
reaction
is,
when you saw the
yeah.
trailer for the first time? Granted, I knew what your reaction was
Well,
because
my
we watched
initial,
it together. But
yeah, yeah. My reaction was, oh, what is this? Some extension on Xenoblade 2?
yeah,
And yeah, yeah. And what the fuck? Why is Rex in his starting costume?
I mean,
um,
maybe
yeah,
the story of the DLC would have taken place before that segment,
yeah, yeah. I guess
or
so.
it was an attempt to
And then,
not
yeah,
spoil. Because
yeah.
is he
But they
wearing
didn't even
his normal
start it with the,
is he wearing his normal clothes like in the final
yeah,
cutscene? Because I feel like he is.
yeah. That's true. Yeah,
There you
he
go.
is. Um, but they didn't even start it out with the Smash logo. They trolled
No,
us.
they didn't. It's like I don't think they did it with Isabel either. I don't think Isabel had the Smash
No,
logo. So they've done it a
yeah.
couple times, but like I was thinking, it's like, oh shit, wait, Xenoblade 2 DLC again and already after
They're
Xenoblade 1
swayed
just
into it.
got its
Yeah,
second
yeah.
report with a huge DLC part of it. What? Pyra's missing? Are we have to go find her? And it's like he shows her and it's like, wait, why are you showing us him finding her? This is DLC and it's like, I got invited to. Wait a minute, what the hell? You got a what? And Rex, I love Rex's reaction. He's like, but wait, I thought I would get invited. It's like, so did we. So did everyone.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah, I mean that was about my thought process too. I mean, when we it became evident they were walking on Final Destination, and then it's like, oh, holy shit!
Yeah, like when they were doing the whole phasing, like they showed the background or whatever. I saw one of the spikes from the Final Destination, and I was just like, wait, what? What? Hold
Uh
up!
huh.
Oh my
Uh huh.
god! And then they showed the
Yeah.
was like, no.
Yeah. And your first, yeah, the first thing that I said was like, "Is this Smash?" And you're like, "There wasn't a Smash logo." It's like, oh, never mind. I would have been great. I would have been content with more Xenoblade 2. I think
Yeah,
the
I
game's
do.
great. And I was
It's a great
actually kind
game.
of disappointed we weren't getting anymore. But I was
I
happy with the
mean,
reveal. Overall.
we did get the whole Torna DLC though.
Yeah, massive.
Oh yeah.
Take it.
I found out something about that recently.
Yeah.
Because Trigger Conroy has been doing his let's play of the game, and he's been doing a lot of side questing stuff right now, like after doing Moritha. But he mentioned that apparently, I think if I'm remembering what he said correctly, there was going to be another chapter in the game taking place before Moritha, where like that takes place before you Rex meets up with Jin there. That was going to be the Torna DLC. It was going to be more condensed because it was just going to be a chapter, but it was going to show Jin and Laura's origins and the whole original Aegis War. Was like, but they decided that it was messing with the flow of the game too much. So they removed it and they just said that, fuck it, let's expand it and make it its own DLC campaign. I'm glad they did because it's way better doing it that way. And they were also able
Agreed.
differentiate the battle system a little bit. Whether it's better or not, that's subjective. But I enjoyed it.
Me too. Me too. They gave Jin a character who I don't know if he ever really got incredible development in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Exactly. They gave him.
That's because it was supposed to be his development. That's where he was supposed to get it.
Yeah. That's true. And well, they did a good job. And I would have been happy with Origin, but it would have been weird. Pyra and Mythra given are weird, considering we hinged most of our existence thinking of the next Xenoblade character rather being Rex. Nevertheless, even with the Mii costume, we figured, oh, he can still be DLC.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
There's Mii costumes of other characters that are already in the game. King K. Rool has a Mii costume, so why not?
And then Smashtopia, of course, we did a Smashtopia episode all the way back in year 1 about Rex and Pyra and Mythra as a duo unit with Pyra and Mythra.
And we had a blade swap where you could switch between the two.
Precisely. Easy extra skill.
Oh yeah.
Some of the stuff, some of what we have is vaguely the same, but for the most part, no. It's
honestly, none of our moves are the same. I don't think.
No, I think we have we have the same names for the movie.
I think I think our Mythra up special is very similar.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was.
I think
it was because it was pretty Rex hinged too.
yeah. I think our side special for Pyra might have been. Actually, I can just bring it up now. That I think about it. Let's see here.
Without looking, I think her final smash was Prominence Revolt.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise.
Rex and Pyra. Here we go. All right, our standard special was Anchor Shot, and our side special was Rolling Smash. Up special was Double Spinning Edge. Okay, so yeah, all of those moves were just Rex. It was only the down specials that were Pyra and Myth related, being Prominence Revolt and Radiant Punishment.
There you go.
Prominence Revolt had Pyra create the Blazing Tower of Flames, and then Radiant Punishment, she threw the Beat of Light diagonally down, which is similar to her up special. That's where I was thinking. Yeah. Then we have Burning Sword and Sacred Arrow for her the final smashes, which I think that's what they are. It's just they look different than how we did them.
Yeah. Well, there's ways for Rex to still make it in Smash. I think down.
I wanted to bring that up actually.
Really?
Yeah, I know how to put him in still. Granted, the problem with this is that you still the same problem that you have with why he's not part of Pyra and Mythra's moveset. Because the whole apparently it's fine for Ice Climbers to be separated or have two characters on the screen at once because there's not much detail in their character design. But Pyra, Mythra, and Rex have way too much going on and it's just too much. But assuming that that's not a problem in the next game, here's your easy fix. Instead of Rex swapping between Pyra and Mythra, have him swap between three other blades. Yeah. Why not have, let's say, Wolfric? What about Vess? Or Godfrey? Who wants Godfrey? Never mind, not Godfrey.
Cosmos.
No, I wouldn't do Cosmos. I know why you're bringing that up, but Cosmos is to be her own character. But I was trying to think in prep for this episode, like who would be good options for that. And I do think Wolfric is a very strong because he's a popular choice. He has a vastly different design, and he's a spear character. So, and he's also Dark Emerald, which is not a whole lot of. You might want to fix your camera, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Taking a look at Pyra. Okay, yeah, she has Prominence Revolt as her up special, which is what we use for her down. But hers is more like one of those where she jumps up and then she slams down. So, there's that. Trying to check Mythra's moves really quick. Like, game, come on. What are you doing this to me? Yeah, Ray of Punishment is her up, but we made it be her down. I think it's kind of funny that both of their up specials we turned into their down specials. Like, that's interesting to me that we did that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Burning Sword, Sacred Arrow, it's their final smashes. So that there's
pretty
that
obvious.
Oh, yeah, easily. But, Pyra Mythra, our third first-party character overall being DLC for Smash Ultimate, not counting Piranha Plant, because he wasn't in the Fighters Passes. And the second one for Fighters Pass 2, which is interesting. Because I think most people figured that after Min Min, it was either going to be like, Min was going to be like our token one Nintendo rep, like what Byleth was, or it was going to be like all Nintendo, but like one or two characters. And to be fair, it still could be, because there's still two characters left to reveal. But I was not expecting them at all. I guess I should have after Min Min got in, considering that she was, considering ARMS had just missed the cut for Smash, and Xenoblade 2 just missed the cut, and Sakurai went on the record to say, hey, I wanted to put in Rex, but he existed a little too late, and it was unfortunate. So we really should have been expecting
Rex would be in, but yeah. If anything. So that threw us for a loop. And yeah, it establishes a precedent too for first party characters. I think that most people are kind of assuming we're going to get a third party and a first party to round it out for the final DLC characters.
I mean,
Because
I am kind of thinking
yeah,
at this point that the next character will be another third party, and we'll see them at E3, and then the last character is probably going to be another first party rep. Because it kind of
yeah,
seems like the second pass, I've seen this theory come out, but the second pass might have been cheaper overall compared to the first one, because out of the four characters we have so far, two are Nintendo. One was apparently in the works for the last 5 years with Steve. And then Sephiroth, it's theorized that he was made in part of the deal from the very beginning of the base roster. And that's part of how they
hmm
were able to get Cloud to be on the base roster. Said, like, hey, let us put in Cloud as base game, and we'll give you Sephiroth as DLC later on. Kind of feels like it was
yeah,
that kind of a thing.
yeah. And
Oh, I'm
it
sorry.
came at a
Wolfric is
discount
not
for
darkness.
Horde.
He is Earth. Doesn't look like it. He should be Earth, though. Oh, fuck ever.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Still a spear user.
Mm-hmm.
Still cool. Um. Yeah. Holy cow. We're almost there to the
We
end
are
of the
almost
pass.
at the end. They said
hmm
that we will get the last characters by, I think it was February 2022. I think we're going to get them
hmm
before then. I think, like, we all thought in the beginning that they were going to be massively delayed because Steve took so fucking long. But Sephiroth went
hmm
quick. Min Min, we can't really count Min Min that much. But then Rex and Pyra came up pretty quickly as well. We got two characters left to go in 6 months. More than that?
hmm
A lot more than that, actually.
hmm
We're going to get them before February.
Yeah. There are rumors floating around. I don't know if they've been debunked at the time that I'm saying this, but some people claim, looking at the code, that they anticipate a final surprise character after the remaining two have been revealed.
I've also seen that there's some Nintendo website where they have URL strings for
hmm
each individual part of the fighter pass that you can do, and that there is a blank spot. So people are thinking, oh, is this going to be a bonus character like Piranha Plant? Maybe you get this character if you had bought all the other ones, and you get this one as a freebie.
hmm
I've seen that possibility. I've also seen somebody suggest. I think it was like, oh, what's his name? Push Dustin. Push Dustin of
Yeah.
Source Gaming. He theorized that it could just be a special deal where you buy both Fighters Passes 1 and 2 in one go. Which,
hmm
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Either that, or because we
Or another
got damned
stage or
with
something.
Waluigi, it's going to be a taxi cab driver Waluigi instead.
I think if there is a bonus character, it's most likely a Nintendo rep. And if it is, then I think the
hmm
last two slots in the regular pass would be third party. But because a bonus character, it'd be like, okay, does Nintendo need to charge people $5 for their own character?
hmm
No. But it would. But let's take Sephiroth. Would Square let them have us? Would Square let us have Sephiroth as a freebie? No.
No.
There's
No.
only
Hell no.
if we have a freebie character and if they are a third party, there has to be a hell of a good reason why that's the case, or they have to have some good relationship with the company. Maybe it's an Namco. Maybe that's where we get
maybe,
Heihachi.
yeah. Or
But personally,
Rayman.
also true. Personally, what I think is the
hmm
best choice for a freebie character, if they're third party, you just have Sekiro going, all right, and that's it for Smash Ultimate. There will be no more DLC. Fighters Pass 11 is the last one. Hope you all enjoy. Fade out. Hold it. Phoenix Wright reveal. Hey, if you're
Yeah.
gonna do
Yeah.
it, that's
Yeah.
the perfect way to show off Phoenix Wright.
hmm
It's the
hmm
best way to do it.
Yeah. Can't be denied.
I mean, either that or you could just have a Nintendo Direct, uh, and they would be like, "All right, and that's it for our announcements," and then just do the whole hold it thing as well. But I think it'd be even cooler if
Yeah.
it was like, "All right, that's the end of Smash DLC," and Phoenix just like, "No, it's fucking not. The hell you doing? It's me.
Yeah.
Come on."
That would be great. The only other one that I could possibly think of matching it would be Boshi runs in.
I mean, that would be a surprise. And incredibly disappointing for us Geno fans.
They're like, we heard you wanted Geno. This was the best we can do. Square gave it to us for free. There you go.
Yeah, Square was just like, who? That's a character? Ah, fuck it. Who cares? No, nobody gives a shit.
No, you would have a better chance of having Nomura's zipper collection be a character.
Yes. No.
Yeah, or Violet's zipper collection.
But no.
Yeah, no.
But characters that I would like, assuming we would get Rex now, it's his own thing. If he has 3 blades, I do want Wolfric as one of them. And I want him to have like a different weapon class, like 3 different weapon classes, because otherwise, it's just kind of dumb. Now looking at DLC characters, so I think Knuckle Claws would be a cool one, but your best options for them are probably Korra or Nim. I don't know how popular Korra is. Nim is fine, but Nim would also be a second Earth element like Wolfric, and I feel like you also probably want to split out the elements a bit.
Yeah.
I was also thinking, Agate could be good for a Great Axe, but she's also Earth. God damn it.
Well, if you're going to have Korra, you may as well have Mako and Bolin.
No.
Asami, then, okay.
I feel like you're probably going to have a bit ball, though. Like, I think that's something that they would just do. And you're the only one you could really have is Vess. She's really the only one that would work or make sense to me. Boreas, I just don't see happening with this design. Florin is Earth, and Dahlia, let's just best not. Best not.
The Smash is a game for good boys and girls, remember.
I mean, Pyra Mythra got censored. What could they do for Dahlia?
They did, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Just throw a burlap sack over her.
Some would argue that would be an improvement to her design. And I am not agreeing or disagreeing. I don't know what I would want his third weapon to be. Whether it's Knuckle Claws or Great Axes, Ether Cannons, if it was Chroma Katanas, I would probably give him Newt. Or no, it's got to be Percival. Percival or Newt. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's like I like Newt's more unique design with like the whole gigantic extra fists, but Percival is just a badass. But he may also be too dark colored when also compared with having Wolfric, so there's that.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, point being though that there's plenty of options to pull from that wouldn't be terrible.
What do you mean?
Oh, for Rex.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And the Great Axes wise, you'd probably go Dagus, I guess, or Zenope. His design's a little bit much. Agate, I would probably go Agate if it was the fact that she is also Earth element like Wolfric is.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's something we'll end up shopping on Smashtopia, like Rex Part 2.
We theoretically could. I don't know what we want to. When we could just do Nia.
Also true.
Or Laura and Jin.
Yeah. There's a lot of characters from Xenoblade that if we weren't considering overall representation in Smash would be like, yeah, just put them all in. They're good.
They've got good characters.
Yeah.
It's like we've said before.
Idea.
I think we talked about it. I don't remember if we talked about it in a previous episode or not, but we pretty much said like to each other that, okay, after Shulk, after Pyra and Mythra, who's next? Laura and Jin. Mecha Fiora. Nia. Melia. I don't remember if it was in that exact order, but those were the characters we were just like, yeah, these are the next ones.
Yeah. And Juju to finish it off.
No. You're Juju, remember?
I have the old memory stored, yes.
Yeah, I do. Yes, you do.
How does that go again? Oh, never mind.
Never mind. So, Pyra and Mythra play kind of interestingly, I think. Like, we knew that, like, okay, they have a swap mechanic, but it is insanely fast. Pokemon
Yeah.
Trainer is not this fast. Zelda Sheik were never this fast. It's fucking instantaneous, which is what any transformation characters really should be. Pokemon Trainer needs to swap out faster than the next game. He really does. Like, if you're going to let one character have this instantaneous switch, they only be that. But I also kind of like how he has it set up to where Mythra is more about building up damage, and Pyra is the one that you get the kills with. Like, typically, I think overall, I like playing as Pyra more, but I've been trying to actually play her quote-unquote correctly, and start off with Mythra, rack up the damage, that's side special, my god, and then switch to Pyra and go for a side smash.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Pyra's side smash is brutal. Absolutely.
Fucking nonsense.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, that's like Doria on steroids.
Yeah. There's just some characters where they have a side smash and it's just like, oh, you want this person to actually die? Not just be knocked out, but die? Okay.
Yeah, there's an argument for them being a little OP right now, and I'm surprised they haven't been patched. Not even yet at the time of reporting. To a significant degree, anyway.
You don't do a balance patch too quickly. You don't.
Yeah.
Now, they did very quickly patch something in regards to Wii Fit Trainer because they broke something. But they typically balance patches. You gotta wait some time on those. And it's no surprise that DLC is going to have more misbalanced characters. Look at Bayonetta in Smash 4.
Yeah, there was an argument for Cloud in Smash 4, and then Bayonetta came out.
Yeah, if everybody's just like, oh my god, Cloud is OP, and then Bayonetta came out, and they're just like, oh, that's what OP looks like.
Yeah,
like, did you guys forget Meta Knight in Brawl? The only character that has ever been banned? Like, shit.
I'll tell you what was OP about that was Cloud's reveal. That kind of kickstarted the era of insanity for this.
Like, up until that point, we were just like, all right, so these are the rules. Everything's following the rules. No, there's been no big surprises. Like, Rio was fucking great. It's like, oh, wow. And then it was just like, wait, Cloud? The character that everybody has joked about? And whenever people are just like, haha, Cloud would be fun, never fucking happy. Nobody thought there was a legitimate chance that he would be in. Nobody. And then, oh my god.
The music starts playing. Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah, to the point where now we have Pyra and Mythra, a similar situation. Very powerful reveal that stirred the hearts of many.
I mean, it stirred the hearts of many a waifu fan.
Yeah, Etika would be proud.
Would be. Yeah.
It stirred the hearts of us because we actually played Xenoblade Chronicles too.
Yeah.
There's a huge subset of Smash fans who are like, oh, it's just another anime sword fighter waifu girl.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. It's like,
and yet these same people would cheer if it was the sword fighter that they like.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Again, as we saw with Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Like, you can't cheer for Sephiroth, but then not cheer for Pyra Mythra. Seem like, but they're just sword characters. Like, the fuck is Sephiroth?
They're like, but did you see how his up special and side special should be swapped? That's so crazy. Kidding.
No, his side. No, they should not be. Shadow Flare should not be an up special. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? Now I know what you mean because we talked about how Octoslash does feel odd that it's not at the side special, but I don't know what I would make. I don't know what I would have turned his up special into. I probably would have replaced Scintilla that was Shadow Flare because we don't need another fucking counter.
No, we don't.
Fucking Christ. Shadow Flare would have been good as a down special though, and Octoslash is aside. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
And
There you go. Sephiroth.
I'd
Is
probably
fucking
make
amazing.
up be his Hell's Gate move instead of putting it on down smash. That's actually probably what I would have done.
There you go. There you go. See, easy.
Hmm.
But I think Pyra and Mythra are really solid inclusion too to that end, and I think people have to understand. The internet does this all the time in every cult and every fan site.
Yeah.
They overhype everything. They think every single reveal is going to be S
Azurta.
grade. Great, yeah, that would have been something. Imagine if you could play as Azurta and then the stage was Pyra and Mythra. A lot of people would have been happy with that.
Let me amend that. What if it was Baby Azurta as the playable character and the stage was inside Rex's helmet? Eh?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. I smell a Smashtopia episode coming up in the wind.
I mean, if you want to write a goofy Azurta moveset with a inside Rex's helmet stage, I'm not gonna fucking stop you. I'm not going to encourage it, but I'm not going to stop you. Yeah,
yeah.
Now, as a podcast episode,
others.
I would be like, "Fuck off." But that's one of those things where it's like we came up with the term that some Smashtopia stuff is good for the podcast, and some is better if it is direct to wiki. Much like how we used to have direct to VHS instead of movie theater movies.
Yeah. It's like a goofy movie versus a goofy movie too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I put up Spyro the Dragon
versus Pocahontas
on the wiki recently. Not that wouldn't be a good character to discuss, but because if we did a podcast episode of him, we would just say the exact same things for all of his shit, and it wouldn't be fun. Some characters, I mean, granted, we did with Toxtricity and Gengar, but the difference is
we did that
they
with
had
Rex.
options. I mean, true, we did it with Rex a little bit, but we still had options there. Whereas Spyro, you don't have options. It's just like, these are his moves. Everybody agrees these are his moves. That's not a fun podcast episode.
Yeah.
And some things aren't good because they're too long to explain, or they're just so complicated, or if we tried meshing our movesets together, that if even one piece of our concept didn't fit, then it breaks our entire build.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple characters in mind. 2B from Nier Automata. I plan to eventually put her up on the wiki, but we can't do an episode of her because the concept I have in mind, if even one of my moves doesn't make the cut, the whole thing's dead. So that's something that just has to be direct to wiki. And that's what Azurta can be.
So it does. Yeah. Baby
Why the hell not?
And then Big Azurta too as his own separate character.
No. Azurta is too big.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Yep.
No, he's too big.
Is he?
Big, yes.
They said the same thing about Diddy Kong in his day.
Did they say it about Diddy Kong? Or did they say it about Kitty Kong?
Oh, yeah. That's why he has hardly appeared in anything since his debut.
Yes. He has appeared in exactly Donkey Kong Country 3 and Donkey Kong Land 3. That's it.
Not even Barrel Blast.
No, he wasn't in Barrel Blast. I mean, he had a sticker in Brawl. And I think he has a spear in Ultimate. But those don't count.
Kitty Kong is weird. Kitty Kong made me be deterred from playing Donkey Kong Country 3 for like a year. That's like, what is this?
He's
character?
really weird looking.
Yeah. Oh boy, and he saved the world. He saved the Conga.
Good for fucking him. So, Pyra and Mythra's moves and how they work in Smash.
Yeah.
Very solid moveset. I really don't have any complaints over what their moves are. My only weird thing is the fact that Rex isn't there. Like, I would, just put him in the background with, Pokemon Trainer, and I would be like, okay, this is fine.
I agree. I wonder if they would have done that in base game, but maybe for DLC, they're like, this is too much to code or whatever. I have no
That's idea. Fair. That's fair. Like, like they're on a much stricter timetable now with DLC than they were for base game.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised, assuming the next Smash just continues to build and Pyra Mythra come back. I think Rex might actually be in the background. Now, I don't think we're going to see the golden affinity bond linking him to Pyra Mythra. I don't think we're going to see that.
No.
But
no.
I can see him being in the background in the next game.
I agree. And then you say, yeah, let's go. He'll be very supportive.
Giving him a little quote whenever they get knocked out or they respawn. I can believe that. Or maybe he could say something. During the taunt where he appears, he disappears from the background and now he's right next to them.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would be. It would be.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's a great moveset on the overall, and it's a good idea for characters that transform in the way that they do. The swap off, having the standards be very similar to one another, if not just flat out the same, but with different attributes.
Yeah, I had to say as well that Photon Edge, Mythra's side special, I never would have come up with that. And if you had proposed that idea to me, I would have been like, but how? How does this work? This doesn't make sense. I can't picture this. I would have looked at that movie and been like, this is impossible. What the fuck are you talking about? And now I'm just seeing it, I'm just like, what the fuck? Holy shit. One, it exists, and two, is good. God damn. That fucking move. Shit.
Then what is yeah, Pyra's is pretty solid too.
It's
nothing
very interesting.
Photon Edge, but yeah, where she throws
the sword and it spins in a circle. But when you do that, now you can't attack, and it's like, like I've gotten into trouble before where I used it, and then I have a bit of an oops. Was like, okay, I run to attack. It's like, oh god, I can't attack. Oh no, I fucked up.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting, and Pyra, she moves considerably slower than Mythra.
Yeah.
Moving around as Mythra is like Greninja-esque. Moving around as Pyra is like almost Ganondorf-esque.
I don't think it's that bad.
Not as yeah. But no, an exaggeration per se, but just to say one's the slow and meaty type, and the other one you build up damage and, and speed around. And then Pyra's really strong, and Mythra's really fast.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow. I can't imagine. Imagine if someone who's a strong Smash player that we know, like, imagine if Kelly mastered them. It's a good thing that he only cares about the first Xenoblade. But yeah,
boy,
good. Yeah.
Sometimes when we play Smash with the group, I'm just like, okay, how do I knock out Kelly? There's been a lot of times where it's just like me and Kelly is the last two, or me and Jake is the last two, and that's when I falter. Like in the group, the four-man brawl, I'm in there. Sometimes I run away and I hide like a little shit, and it's funny. And then somebody's like, "Hey, you're not fighting," and then they come chase me. It's like. Other times I'm just hitting everybody, and then all of a sudden it's me and another one left. It's like, haha, I'm gonna hit you, and then I get side smashed. It's like, okay. Or Kelly will juggle me in the fucking air, and I try and come back down to hit, and it's like, haha, up smash, haha, up smash. Like, you fucker, you fucker.
Yeah,
stop it.
His Robin is brutal, and his Ness is brutal.
He has a few that are brutal. Like, there's been a couple times when I've gotten good matches against him and I whoop him, but it doesn't always happen. I think when we played just after Sephiroth release, I brought in Sephiroth against his Robin, I think it was, and I kicked his ass, and I was like, this is weird. The fuck just happened? I've barely played Sephiroth. What the hell? Maybe I need to play Sephiroth more.
And so you did.
I don't play Smash nearly as much as you would think, considering we do this podcast. Like, when it releases, I go all in on it. But after a while, it's like, okay, time to pick up a different game. But every time a new character comes in as DLC, I'm just like, alright, let's play some regular Smash matches. Let's get their Spirit Board done. do their classic mode, and alright, I'm done.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
funny.
to play
I
other
think,
games. I can't just
yeah.
focus on one game.
Yeah, precisely. Unless it's for a podcast, because we would do this anyway. Pretty
Yes.
much the reason why this was ever even a thing was because we would talk about this shit anyway.
It's true.
Like speculating about Smash. I mean,
Has taken up
for
way too
me
much of
and
both of
probably
our
for you,
lives.
it has for what 13, 14 years.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
yes.
a year or
And,
two before Brawl. It would have been like 2006, 2007. Somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
And I'll tell you the damnedest thing. I don't know about for you. For me, the most fun that I get out of it, ultimately, is talking about it.
Yeah, in fairness.
Compared to even
Speculating about
playing
Smash
it
is almost more
ridiculous.
fun than playing.
Yeah.
Now, if
given
I was
you get a good match,
if I was better at the game, that would be different.
oh,
but
yeah,
I'm not.
of course. Well, we'd be making thousands of dollars at tournaments with a bunch of greasy guys.
You think we'd get thousands? We get hundreds.
Yeah.
We ain't getting thousands. We're not Nairo or any of them.
True. I know a guy.
Do you?
He can tutor us. Yeah.
Is it?
Good old SBS.
Oh, I was going to say Mewtwo King because he actually is offering tutoring sessions. No, you can pay to get a tutoring session from Mewtwo King. I'm not kidding. This is the thing.
What if we did? Yeah, let's do that and then turn it into an episode of this podcast.
He also, after Pyra Mythra were revealed, he played Xenoblade.
Nice. Good for him.
And after Sephiroth, he played Final 57 for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah, he had not played either game before. He's like, oh, these characters are good? Well, guess what I'm going to do now?
Not be a little bitch.
He streamed it all.
Good. Yeah, Pyra's specials.
They're fun to play as.
Yeah, I like them all quite a bit. Actually, Pyra and Mythra. Pyra's I'm a little more acclimated to. I think it fits my style a little better.
Agreed.
Yeah, I've always been.
That's where,
like,
like, out of all the
DLC
DLCs so far we've gotten for Smash Ultimate, they're my favorite, purely because they fit my playing style the best. Like, Garen's not bad. Some of his moves are a little awkward for me, like his standard special is kind of weird for me. Sephiroth is up there for me as well. But Pyra Mythra, they fit how I like to play.
Yeah.
I like running in, and I like smacking you in the face. That's what I want to do.
Precisely. My favorite is either them or Terry, probably.
Terry is he'd probably be number 4 for me.
Yeah. Nice.
Like, I want to like Joker and Hero, but I mean, I can do Hero. But some of his spell stuff's like, okay, I had to, the down special being random is kind of tough to deal with. And the up special, oh, you don't have enough magic saved? You're fucked.
See ya.
And Joker is more about speed and quick hits and building up his rebellion gauge, which, as we discussed, I don't like to have to rely on gimmicks. Having a gimmick as a side thing is one thing, like Pyra Mythra transformation. That's a gimmick, but you can completely ignore it if you want to. You don't have to swap at all. But Joker really needs that gauge to fill. Steve really needs his materials to be digged up.
Oh, yeah.
You really need to make that diamond sword for Steve.
The biggest perpetrator of them all, by far.
So far.
Yeah, so far. We'll see what happens when Alois gets his day.
Don't you mean, oh fuck, I had somebody, what's their name?
Gatekeeper?
What's their name? No, not fucking Fire Emblem. Reimu. Reimu's gonna be a gimmick character. If she gets in, she's gonna be fucking OP as shit if she gets in.
I would be supportive of this happening.
She's gonna have the best dodges in the game, which she should, but she's gonna be fucking broke as shit. I kind of want her to get in just because I think it'd be really interesting to, one, see the internet blow up, and two, seeing her get turned from a bullet hell character into a Smash fighter system, be like, this could be very interesting. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I have very little knowledge about Toho, extremely limited knowledge. But I think it'd be very interesting to see her.
Yeah, and what else are you gonna do for a bullet hell character? Fake Viper.
I mean, he has.
Riser, I guess.
He has a token. I can't remember the right word. He has a charm of his ship in Dead by Daylight. When you're playing the game, if you have the Pyramid Head DLC, you do the Konami code on the main screen. You unlock a little charm that you could have your character wear on their hip of his ship.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
It only works if you have the Silent Hill DLC, though.
Got it. Well, that we would. I mean, Pyramid Head almost won a Smasher Dash at the top of this year, so. Yeah. So the movesets are solid. I don't know how much more there is to say about it. I mean, Blazing End I think is great. Flame Nova's great.
There's unfortunately not a whole lot to really say about the moveset because it is pretty much more or less what you would expect, essentially, since they don't have Rex.
Yeah.
Now, again, never would have came up with Mythra's side special. If I was going to use Photon Edge, I probably would have turned it into a quick draw type of move or Marth. What's it called?
Dancing Blade.
Thank you. That's the one. I would have turned it into something like Dancing Blade or Quick Draw, kind of like what I discussed for Lindis's move. Or wait, that's next episode.
What do you? I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's a teaser for next episode, guys. Hey, oopsies. Oops.
We're keeping that in.
Here's the thing. Sometimes episodes get recorded out of order.
Sometimes. It's like dress rehearsal.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, I think a lot of the thing that, anytime a DLC character comes out, everybody has to start to wonder, okay, who's next? And then there's been a fun little pattern with Smash DLC this time around. Not in terms of what we actually getting, but in terms of how the fans are looking at things. I don't know if this happened with the first Fighters Pass or not, because I don't recall. But after we got Min, everybody's just like, oh man. Everybody started speculating about Nintendo characters and other, who's going to be the next first party character. And then we got Steve, and people were just like, oh my god, indies. Who's going to be the next indie character? Is this a hint we're going to get more indies? And then Sephiroth was like, oh my god, a villain. Are we going to get more villains now? Is this a hint that we're going to get villains? And everybody's talking about fucking Eggman. And now we got Rex and Pyra. And now people are talking about Nintendo characters again, but also specifically female characters as well. It's like, guys, you have tried to make this pattern work 3 times.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop.
These are the same fools that got the wool pulled over their eyes by the Grinch, by Kako Mallow.
Well, to be fair,
so did we, yeah.
So did we?
Yep.
Badly?
Yep. Just wanted to do a self stab.
Yeah, we kind of.
Sometimes you help a little too much.
We fell for those a little hard. But
with Pyra Mythra, I think the unexpected part was that they are in the game. Period.
Yeah, definitely.
The moveset, you're like, oh, they're in the game. This will be their moveset. That's the moveset.
Okay.
Minus, as you say, a few things like Photon Edge, which is a fantastic move.
Oh, it's great.
Covers a lot of ground too, without being too soft.
Yeah. So
it's pretty cool. You think that there's so many characters in that there's not that many ways to innovate anymore, but there is.
Yeah. I also like that even with DLC, we're still getting those unique classic mode routes. Like, I would not have been surprised if Fighters Pass DLC characters, they just get a generic classic mode route. Kind of like how they get the generic Palutena's guidance. would have been a huge disappointment, but I'm really glad that they don't do that. But like their classic mode,
Right.
I kind of figured because I like when we know a character, we know who the character's gonna be. I like to try and predict. Okay, here's what I think the spirit board might be. Here's what I think their class move might be. Here's what I think their Mii costumes might be. I like talking about that shit because it's a fun thing to think about, and then go look back and be
Yeah,
like, wow,
yeah.
I was wrong. Like I had I thought we were going to get. If I'm remembering correctly, what my ideas were, I thought we were going to get the Return of the Lloyd Irving Mii costume. I thought we were going to get Yuri Lola as well. Both of them represent the Tales games. I thought we were going to get Cosmos to represent the older Xeno games. And then to round it out, I thought we were going to get Morag and Zeke. And I don't remember what I had as my sixth slot. I had something. I just don't remember what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But then we ended up getting not that much, honestly. We only got 4 Mii costumes. And 2 of them were Monster Hunter. The 2 Monster Hunter ones came back. I was like, oh, so the last ones remaining or the last one remaining rather is Lloyd. So everybody's talking like, wait, is Lloyd the next DLC character? Are we getting him being upgraded from a Mii costume? Possibly. It could happen.
Possibly, yes. Yeah. Could be. Even though now we've been turned more towards Yuri Lowell and past.
Oh, that's what they were. The other ones we got with Pyra Mythra were the feline hat, which is another Monster Hunter thing, and Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, which is like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it is, and that's understandable too. He's one of those characters. I would like the idea of him in the game, but we've already seen so much of what he can do.
Yeah,
in like Marvel vs. Capcom,
and he worked pretty much the same in Smash. I mean, obviously we don't have the combo system, but he would have the bottles or the lances, the knives, the axes. Like he's going to be just throwing projectiles just like in that game.
Yeah. I'd pretty much
which
want
move
him
gets
just
snapped where I don't know, but
precisely. I would pretty much just want him in for the sake of the Castlevania rivalry and actually playing a game where I can win as him in something. Because that's not happening in Ghosts and Goblins.
Well, what about Marvel?
That's not happening past the first stage. I guess it's happened there a few times. True, but nonetheless.
But I was mentioning as well, like with their classic mode, what I had predicted for them was you're going to have each battle is going to be double fights. You'll be fighting duos every time, but it'd be one character who is wielding a weapon of some kind, and the second character who is not. So you could have Mario with, say, Link, because Mario would be the driver, Link would be the blade. I thought that would be a really cool idea. That's fucking awesome. But instead, it was like, oh, these are characters who have shared destinies of some sort. So Zelda and Sheik's like, same character, but sure, that's fine. Samus and Dark Samus, like, all right. I feel like it's a little cheap, but sure. Pit and Dark Pit. Okay. We're doing the Dark and Echo thing. Sorry to get into that. Ryu and Ken's like, Jesus Christ, more Echo. And then Kirby Meta Knight is like, okay, well, that one's fine. And then the last one was Link and Dark Link, which is just Link in his Dark Link costume. It's like, come on, you could have come with a better one than that one. Seriously?
Yep.
What about Lucina and Robin?
Yeah.
I would have done Lucina and Robin in that slot. Come on. That one was lame. That one was lame. Like I feel like they could have done better with that classic mode,
and then Master Hand and Crazy Hand,
which is the boss for almost every other character. Like I really like, and we'll talk about classic mode at some point. But I really like that, oh, hey, we have all these different bosses in classic mode now. And then, like, more than half the characters just fight Master Hand and Crazy Hand. Which I get it. They're the Smash bosses. But if you're going to give us multiple different bosses, the Smash originals should be less often.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I don't know. Granted, considering the theming of their classic mode, for them it makes sense. Fighting Master Hand and Crazy Hand.
Yeah.
If they fought anybody else, I would have it be probably Galleon, I guess. But that one's kind of an eh. But Master Hand and Crazy Hand, it makes sense for them.
It does.
Steve,
it does. No.
Steve doesn't really have a connection to anything. Actually, no, I would have had Steve fight Rathalos if he doesn't. I don't remember who he fights. But if he doesn't fight Rathalos, he fucking should. Because, hey, Ender Dragon,
Dragon.
people. I'm about to check and see who he fights. There's going to be Mass Training Grazing, and I fucking know it.
I think so.
No, it's Giant Ridley and then 2 Endermen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's the Ender Dragon.
Now, I see what they're going with. But it still feels very weird to me when some characters for their final round, it's not a boss character. It's not a boss. It's just a character, but giant. Like, really? Especially when you already, in previous rounds, fight 2 giant Kirbys or 4 giant Endermen. And then the final is just like, Giant Ridley. Now, what could have been cool is take Olimar and have him fight giant characters in every match. Because, he's tiny. That would have been a fun idea. I don't think they do that for Olimar, but that would have been really cool.
Yeah. And then his final boss, giant Donkey Kong.
Giant. Ganon.
There you go. That would be hell in a handbasket.
Yeah. Especially since you can only hurt his tail. Good luck jumping over his head.
That's kind of already is hell. So.
It is. Like, so many matches when I'm fighting against Ganon, it's like, alright, I jumped over, I'm going to hit his... He just jumped away. Yeah. Motherfucker.
You can do some Photon Edge on him, probably. That'd be interesting to try out.
Yeah, except you can't fight him as Mythra unless you're doing World of Light all over again. There is no boss rush! If we don't get boss rush with, like, the final update, I'm going to be very upset. They should have given it to us with Sephiroth. Come on.
Yeah.
Considering that's his whole classic mode. It's like, it feels like it was almost a test for boss rush. So, like, just give it to us. Just give it to us.
Yeah.
We have it in Brawl.
Like the boss mode.
The fuck?
Precisely. Maybe they'll give it to us when Rotom is revealed as the final character.
I hope.
Yeah, and then shoot, what about the spirit board? I'm
nothing really calls me. So the spirit board, if I remember, I think I just predicted a bunch of different blades for just to be like all blades because we already have the drivers as spirits. Actually, that's something I want to comment about with both Pyra and Mythra. Wow.
Myra and Pythra.
Yeah. Yep. Both them and Min Min kind of committed this sin. And Byleth, actually. No, I don't think Byleth did this. But especially happened with Min Min. Most of her spirit board is spirits that were already in the game. Come on. You could have given us the DLC characters from ARMS. I think Pyra Mythra did this as well. I'm not remembering for sure. But I think there were some of theirs that were already in the base game. It's like, fucking why?
I don't know.
Like, they should have just given...
Rex, Nia.
Yeah. I'm trying to see here. Yeah. Rex, Nia, Tora, Poppy, Alpha, Morag, Zeke. All of them were base game. So Laura, Amalthus, Jin, Malice, and Numa were the new ones. Come on.
Nice.
You could have given us the DLC, or you could have given us Adam. You could have given us Wolfric, Cassandra, Praxis in theory. There's so many characters.
And it would have been almost non-committal because it's not like you're doing a whole lot of dev time.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell? I was very annoyed with that.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that makes the theory of DLC Wave 2 being cheaper pretty solid even further.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, even then, Nintendo owns Xenoblade, don't they? I mean, okay, Monolith made it, but it's a considered first party or second party at worst. This isn't a Capcom scenario.
Yeah, so that's just bizarre. Otherwise, I don't know what else more there even is to speak to the character. I guess we talked about the Cloud Sea over all rest as well already.
Which
I guess I'll
that's a
say
bit
there's a
of a
couple
long
of
name. I don't think they need to call
good
it
music
Cloud
tracks.
Sea over All Rest. Like what? As opposed to Cloud Sea over fucking Midgar?
Reptar World.
Cloud Sea over Reptar Land. Like I don't. I feel like we could have just called it Cloud Sea or the Cloud Sea. We didn't need Cloud Sea over All Rest. Just a weird name.
Agreed. Agreed. In Dutch, it's called Wolkenzee van Alrest, which means Sea of Clouds of Alrest. So there's two ofs in there.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah. Overall, though, I'm actually very pleased with the characters
Oh
being
yeah, yeah.
included.
I'm pretty happy about it. Like,
Um,
would I have
yeah,
preferred saving them for the next Smash because it's easier to get new Nintendo characters than new third parties? Yeah, sure.
yeah, yeah.
But
To that end, Min Min and Violet could have gone to hell too. But
yeah, but I'm pretty pleased with them and what they bring as a fighter. Pretty happy about it.
something I'd like to add is the Nintendo characters have only increased in quality as we've been getting them. Violet was bad.
Yeah.
Min Min was not to
Okay.
my taste. And then
It's
Pyra and
Min Min
Mythra,
is at least
great.
interesting. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fact that they don't have a neutral special and a side special is very strange.
yeah, yeah.
Very weird.
Uncomfortable to play as because of it.
I mean, a little bit, but
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that that's how they're dealing with her arms in general, it's like that's actually kind of interesting. Like
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
it's
pretty cool.
it's curious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But Pyra and Mythra, easily accessible characters from a game we've both enjoyed thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so naturally so. So I'm not with the haters and losers on this one, but I
No,
am.
because they're actually fun.
Yeah, they're very fun. I'm surprised that we didn't get Rex. Still, to this, it's a
Yeah.
little
I
jilting.
mean,
But when you take
I
it,
feel
yeah,
like because we obviously had our own version of Rex and Pyra and Mythra, but considering what Sakurai said, it's very clear that if there weren't the issues, the technical issues with the character, it would have been Rex. With
hmm
assuming probably with the still the swap mechanic between Pyra and Mythra, but they probably would have been have far less of an impact. So like maybe he wouldn't have done all of Rex's actual moves. Maybe he would have like Anchor Shot and maybe one other one be for Rex, and the other two could be Pyra and Mythra, perhaps. But
yeah, yeah,
uh, we definitely would have had Rex if there weren't the technical issues, from what he said.
hmm hmm
So I kind of feel like in that respect,
absolutely.
like yeah, Rex would have been there, and the only reason he's not is just because the Switch couldn't handle it. Now
Yeah,
maybe if we didn't
I
have
agree.
8-player Smash, it wouldn't have been a problem. Like I feel like 8-player
Yeah,
Smash is an interesting idea, but I gotta be honest, I would not mind if we lost it, so that we could have less of these kinds of issues. Like I would have
I,
gladly
I'm,
sacrificed 8-player Smash to have the Ice Climbers in Smash 4.
I agree. I agree. Or just make it so that way there was a disparity between the character select slots between the 3DS and Wii U because
Hmm.
you weren't having crossplay in them anyway.
Exactly. Now if there was crossplay,
Yeah,
yeah, sure, they have to have the exact same roster.
yeah,
But
yeah. Now the
on a
3DS,
similar note,
yeah,
there's almost every single stage in Smash is in Ultimate. I think there's only something like 13 that aren't, or maybe
hmm
it's less than that. Like somewhere between 8 and 13 that aren't in the game. And some of them, okay, Planet Zebes, Sector Z, they're just straight up replaced with Brinstar and Corneria. I get that.
yeah,
But then you have Poke Floats. Or Poke Float's probably the best example of this. It's a lot of people are just like, oh man, we wanted Poke Floats back, words. But I know why it's not in. It's very obvious.
hmm
Stage morph.
hmm
Stage morph. Same thing probably with Woolly World. Both these stages got
yeah,
fucked over by stage morph. Stage morph is a really cool idea. I think it's quite the interest. It's pretty interesting. I like using it sometimes, but I would not be upset if we lost stage morph so that we could have these other more wild stages return.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and this the same with what that Lilat something rather stage on Ultimate on
Mm-hmm.
Smash 4 too. Same idea. It's just something not suitable to stage morph. But yeah, if we lose stage morph and we get more ambitious stages as a result of it in the next game, all the merrier. Then
17. That's how many stages we're missing.
wow.
Across all of Smash, we are only missing 17. Now, granted, Flat Zone 2, I don't think we're ever going to see those again. Because we have Flat Zone X now. And that's fair. I get
Hmm.
that. What's weird to me is that Flat Zone 2 was in Smash 3DS, but then we had Flat Zone X in Smash Wii U. Why? Why?
I don't know.
That's just weird. I don't know. Icicle Mountain, I don't think anybody would care. That one never really didn't come back. It's Rumble
Hmm.
Falls, but worse.
Oh boy,
Jungle
Rubble
Hijinks.
Falls could stay away
Jungle
from me.
Hijinks definitely got fucked over by Stage Morph. There's no way with Stage Morph that stage can work, period. It's not
Hmm.
possible. With the
Hmm.
background element, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, yeah,
Miiverse,
yeah.
never coming back. That one's dead forever.
Rest in peace.
And to be fair, it's just Battlefield, but with Miiverse messages.
Horrible comments.
Horrible comments, there was drawings, and there was spoilers.
Yep, yep, yep. Only
Um,
occasionally did you get why can't Metroid crawl.
Mushroom Kingdom, Melee's Mushroom Kingdom stage, I don't know why that one's missing. Feels kind of weird.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
guess they didn't want to have two stages called Mushroom Kingdom, even though they changed the names of other stages for Ultimate. But
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Melee's Mute City is gone. Orbital Gate Assault apparently took more development time than any other stage ever did. So I don't think we'll ever see that one back.
Nope.
And to be fair, I don't think anybody would care that much. It wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't a great
It was
stage.
an interesting idea, but it was not good.
Hmm.
Pac Maze. We all want Pac Maze back.
Yeah, that's just.
We don't need the
Imagine
dot
having
mechanic.
Pac-Land and not Pac-Maze. Uh
Pac-Land
huh.
is so ugly. It's so ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Mm-hmm.
Pac-Maze, like we don't care if the dot system doesn't come back. We just want the fucking maze. That's all we
Yeah,
care about. And I really feel
precisely.
like that they could make it work. They really could. They
They
just don't
could.
want
I mean,
to.
we got the gold planes back, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, PictoChat. Kind of surprised that one's not back when PictoChat 2 is. Actually, PictoChat
Mm-hmm.
was only in Brawl. It didn't even come back in Smash 4. They just
Yeah.
straight up replaced it. Planet
Could have just
Exhibits
done
we mentioned.
PictoChat
Poke
X.
Floats we mentioned. Pyrosphere. I think it's just because Ridley is playable now. That's the only reason why that one didn't come back.
Yeah.
Even
It
though
could just be Ridley
it's
versus
not
Ugly
real
Ridley.
Ridley. It's the cloned Ridley from Other M. It's not the real one. So
Mm-hmm.
who
Mm-hmm.
cares?
Remember
Rainbow.
that debacle where Sakurai was like, "Hey, look who's here on the
Oh,
stage."
and
Back in the
sometimes
day.
somebody special will appear, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, does that mean he's playable?" It's like, no, you idiot. That means he's on the stage. Like, what do you mean? Why would you on the stage? Like, don't you remember Yellow Devils? Like, no. Why would they do this? Like, because Ridley's too big. Duh. Rainbow Road. I think the only reason that one didn't come back is because they just literally ripped Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7 and ported it into Smash, and they
Mm-hmm.
added a platform onto it. But that's just the exact the actual state, the actual racetrack is in Smash. It's weird. I think they do that with
Mm-hmm.
the other Mario Kart stage too. Rumble
Yeah,
Falls,
I believe
God,
so.
Sector Z,
Good
Woolly
Rumble
World.
Falls.
What? I don't know. I don't know what the problem with Woolly World honestly was.
I have no idea either. I mean,
It's
I would have
weird.
liked it back. It was, and the crafted world Yoshi also sucks as an alternate costume.
It doesn't look good. It looks so weird.
No.
Yarn
Yeah.
Yoshi would have been a lot cooler looking and more distinct.
Yeah, and we got it in Smash 4. I mean, holy shit. Pretty
No,
sure we did.
no,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I am pretty sure. Hold on.
Yeah, you hold on. I'm pretty sure that Yoshi
Yeah,
is
there he
not.
is.
There's a Yarn Yoshi alt in Smash 4? Are you sure?
Yeah, hold on a sec. I'll grab.
Yeah, the image is loading for me.
I will send you a.
You don't have to because I'm literally loading up the image right now.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh my god, image, can you please just fucking load?
Anyway, no, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. It's
Been
Black
running
Yoshi.
off all
They
through
replaced
Black
Black Yoshi. That's what I was sure that. I was pretty sure that was the case. Yeah, they replaced the Black Yoshi alt with crafted Yoshi, which is just green Yoshi with a really weird texture put over. I mean, I don't like it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird.
They make it look like felt. It looks
Bad
bizarre
felt.
on the character select screen, and then when you're playing, it's like you can hardly tell a difference.
Yeah. Pyra Mythra though have pretty good alts. Like I'm pretty happy with them.
They do.
Like
They do.
Unfortunately, well, I like the idea of the fact that they have the swapped alts. I also don't like it mechanically in Smash because it's confusing. Which I know it's supposed to confuse people,
yeah.
but it bothers me.
It confuses us.
Yeah. But that's
Right.
they have a Numa alt. They have their swapped one. Then they have Pyra where it looks like she's wearing the Gormati hood as a disguise. Then Mythra is based off Nia for that. They have like dark Pyra and Mythra, so they look evil. But they also apparently kind of look like Poppy Cutie Pie, I guess. I mean, they have darker colors. They have what Sakurai called tricolor aeronautical motif, which I guess is supposed to look like Rex's Salvager outfit, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what's called... Oh, yeah, it's their base designs, but more vibrant. Like, why?
Right. Like,
and then we have Gold
like,
Pyra and Silver Mythra, which that one's really cool.
I agree. The aeronautical design.
Listen, man, sometimes Sakurai is weird.
Yeah.
But we know. We know.
It's a cool looking design, but what's up with the name?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, looking at their alts, I think my favorite ones are the Numa alt, the dark color alt. That one's just really good looking. Their blue one isn't bad. It feels a little sailor outfit to me, but you know, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like their gold and silver one is pretty good. I like that.
I agree. The only one that really feels off is their vibrant.
See, I like the red for Pyra, but Mythra just doesn't. It's like, okay, so you changed her tights to be white. All right.
Yeah, not really a whole lot popping there.
Yeah, which granted, I mean, what else can you do with the color white? Not much. Not much. But when we did
turn into an ice cream cone.
After we did our Pyra Mythra episode, and I had to put them on the wiki, for our alts, all we did was we said, oh yeah, Rex has different colors. Half of them are his Master outfit, and half of them are his Salvager outfit. And then we didn't even think about Pyra and Mythra.
Yeah.
So when I was putting on the wiki, I was just like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that Pyra and Mythra will each take on the colors of different blades in the game. So I had Pyra and Mythra will look like Dromark and Agate, Korra and Rock, Brigida and Aegean, Praxis and Theory, Cosmos and Tielos, Vale and Poppy Alpha, Pandoria and Finch, Florin and Newt, Dagus and Percival. I was like, fuck it, why not? And I also had like Rex taking on the color of a different driver for each of his. So he went default version, then Nia, Van Damme, Morag, Hugo, default Master Driver outfit, Tora, Zeke, Laura, and Adam. It's like, fucking go all out. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
And then Smash was just like, vibrant colors.
Yeah, that was a surprise when you put that on the Smash Shelby wiki. I was like, holy cow.
I did work. I did work.
Yeah, they call it going ham, as it were.
We really don't. We really
we
don't.
It's the TikTok era, right?
I don't talk tick. I Zantok.
Even better. Does that mean there's an app out there called Tucson?
I hope not.
I don't want to know what it is.
I mean, Zan is talking right now.
Oh, that hurt.
It should.
In a very,
It hurt just like
very
the fact that
special
your
way.
camera's been frozen again.
Really?
Yes. You're smirking off to the side. There you go. Yes, you're moving. But yeah, like I really liked all those things they had with Pyra Mythra, but I think we just bring it back to the question now of what is going to be next. Who do we have? There's 2 slots. Assuming we don't get any kind of bonus, we're running out. Clock is ticking on everyone's favorite characters, and most of us are going to be disappointed. Like I'll be honest. Going back to before either of these fighter passes released characters, if I was to make a list of what characters I really wanted in, I don't know if any of my characters would have made the cut. Because I didn't know about Joker at the time. Like, he didn't even exist in my mind. Hero might have been on my list, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, though. Banjo probably would not have been on my list, but I was happy about it, though. I just never played Banjo-Kazooie. Terry would not have been on my list because I never did anything with King of Fighters. Violet would not have been on my list. Min. Actually, Steve. Steve would have been on my list. There's one. Sephiroth I would not even considered. Pyra Mythra I wouldn't have considered. Steve was the only character that I would have had on my list that's made it in.
Yeah.
Which is kind of wild.
Banjo. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Banjo was a good pick.
Yeah.
It's just I never had that connection. Hero I might have had just because, like, hey, we got Final Fantasy, so why not get Dragon Quest? But even then, I would have based it off of Erdrick and not Luminary.
I wish. He got a lot of prominence in the trailer, at least, but I wish.
Yeah. He definitely got the attention he deserved in the trailer, but he should have been the main character. And I hope that if he comes back into the Smash team, I hope it's Erdrick as the main one.
Yeah, Luminaries come and go. The design is not enticing.
And the reason, it's really not. It's the most boring design that any of them have had. Well, arguably, I think it's Dragon Quest 9 that I'm thinking of that might have the most boring design. I'd have to look it up. There's one where it's just it's just Maisie Williams. It's just Arya from Game of Thrones. That's what the character looks like. It's like for a Dragon Quest character, that's boring. Like compare to 8. 8 has such a good design. Come on.
Yeah.
But
8 and Erdrick most iconic of them all.
I mean, I'd probably put 5 up there. I think 5's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think it should be Erdrick is just because, hey, Dragon Quest XI isn't going to be the most recent Dragon Quest for very long. I mean, and it's not like he is an iconic pick like Cloud is. And even then, it's not Cloud as Final Fantasy hero where he swaps out between characters. Erdrick is the only one that's like going to be can be the whole face of everything. So it's just weird to me that it's a Luminary. But they're trying to promote Dragon Quest XI, so okay, I see it, but nah.
Yeah, agreed. As for what's next, I feel good about Crash still. There's all of this evidence going towards him with at least knowing Activision planned for a pitch.
Yeah. Supposedly,
at least. He's been enjoying a major boon of support with his revival. It's About Time, as well as the reboots. Yeah. And they've been coming to Twitch as well. And Japan also loves the series, I guess, which
more than they like Spyro.
Surprise. Yeah, exactly why it's a surprise. Or more than they like most Western titles.
It's really not surprising why they don't like Spyro, because the first game got really fucked up in localization.
Oh yeah.
And
true.
They didn't even get Spyro 3, I don't think. Like they got the first thing, but then Spyro 3 never made it to Japan.
Mm-hmm. But then they got reignited, but it was too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess getting Spyro mistranslated and not getting the third. It's like your first impression of Super Mario Bros. 2 being the Bible Adventures ROM hack.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like Crash has huge chances, and with our next character probably being an E3 reveal, I would hope that we're planning the big gun for then, and he would fit the bill. Secondly, I veer back and forth on it whether it's going to be a Nintendo character or a third party. Really, it could be anything. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
If it's a Nintendo character, I don't even know what to hope for.
I feel like, and I'm trying to have a good list here. This, but apparently it's split into 3 fucking pages. But if we're getting another Nintendo character in this pass, I think it's gonna be another character that's. hang on. I think it's gonna be a character that's from early in the Switch's life cycle. ARMS was 2017. Xenoblade was.
Also 2017.
We're also 2017. Very late 2017, but still 2017. So I feel like it's going to be like from a big game that released in that first year of the Switch's life cycle, because that's when that's what they would have had their eyes on, is that kind of stuff. Now, what they are, there's Mario Odyssey, but what can you pull from that besides like Cappy? There's Breath of the Wild, but unless they did a Breath of the Wild version of Zelda, which Sakurai has already said multiple times doesn't work, or if they did one of the 4 champions, or did champions and have it be 4 different characters, which
that would be
insanity.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think of like what other games it could be. Fire Emblem Warriors released in 2017, but dear God, please don't, because fuck that. No, I was thinking one of the OCs.
Ugh. Hell, God no, God no, worse than Violet.
Yeah, it would be. I'm trying to look at other ones on here.
Snipper clips.
Well, true. I just don't know how they'd work as a character. Like, I've tried to think about it, but I got nothing on those guys. I even tried to think of how they work as an assist trophy, and I've got nothing.
Yeah, I remember this. 1-2 switch.
Yeah. If it's not something that's 2017, then it probably would be a Pokemon character. Like, I could easily see them just going like, well, let's just finish it with Pokemon. And in that case, please be Toxtricity. Please, dear God, be Toxtricity.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Splatoon 2 is an option, so you could get the Octoling.
I would be fine with that.
But they would need to be quite a bit different from Inkling if they're going to put him as a DLC character and not be like an Echo Pass kind of deal. I feel like that they wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of what I think. Like, I think it would be an early Switch title if we were to get another Nintendo character. It's just who is the question, and there's not much real option.
It's gonna be Judd and Lil Judd.
It's gonna be Mr. Grizz.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Or Boss Salmonid.
Octo Samurai.
Yeah. I could see it happening.
Yes. The Octo Toast.
Sheldon.
Hello there.
I don't know.
Finest peppery in all of Indianapolis.
Like, if it's not, if it's from the earlier era, I mean, Pokemon kind of feels like the most sense.
I mean, they weren't 2017. Pokemon would have been 2019, which
2019,
kind of breaks the 2017 thing. But I was also saying, like, if it's not going to be one of those that first year, Pokemon makes the most sense. I just hope that they do it. Please don't be Cinderace. Please be something that's actually good. Like, we say give us a grass starter, but I don't want Rillaboom. I don't like Rillaboom's the pick. It's just Donkey Kong with leaves, and that's just kind of boring. Inteleon, I do like its design, but it would just be too similar to Greninja, I think. But a Toxtricity would be really fun. Surfetched would be fun. I think they could do Urshifu, but I think if that was going to happen, they're a little late on the mark there because they should have planned that one to be around his DLC release. Granted, we're talking about adding a Pokemon, which would have been even older, but I think it's a little bit different when he was the headliner of a DLC.
Calyrex.
I don't think Calyrex ever would have worked too well. His design's kind of dumb, and how do you deal with the whole Glass Dryer, Spec Dryer situation?
No idea.
I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know. But, like,
all of
really,
this talk and
Toxtricity is the only one that
Maruyama.
makes sense. All this talking is going to be what?
Maruyama.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
You know, the guy.
No, I don't know. Just fucking say it. If I'm not getting your joke, you need to just say it and not expect me to figure it out in 5 seconds.
That's because I forgot the name of the Pokemon.
Were you thinking Hariyama?
The one before it. Makuhita.
Makuhita. So you're saying Mariyama, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mixed their names together.
You're a fucking dumbass.
Makuhita's gonna be in. Or Breloom.
Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it.
Yep.
No, I don't think so. I do agree that I think the next character is going to be third party, though. If they're not revealed at E3, that's going to be a major surprise. We already know that Nintendo has said that they will have a video presentation for E3, which is going to be an all-digital event this year. But we don't technically know that Smash is going to be there. Probably. Smash has never missed E3 when we've known about when Smash has been revealed. It's never missed it. There's always been some kind of reveal there. But
right. And Nintendo kind of leaned on Smash 2 in that last video too. Like they're kind of hoping on it being a flagship.
What do you mean they leaned on it?
Oh, with the advertising for the direct, the primary advertising was, hey, there's
gonna be a special. You mean the last direct we had, not the last E3? Okay, okay. Because the last E3 is like no, that the E3 where they showed off Ultimate. Yeah. And as much as we loved it, probably wasn't the best idea. The idea to have 95% of their E3 presentation be about one game.
Yeah. Hey, they got Super Mario Party in that same presentation. That made up.
Oof. Better than Mario Party 10, but it still had some flaws.
Bare bones.
Yeah. But
Pac-Man Fever.
Like, I'm not sure who the third party character will be. Like, I've said before that I think it'll be Crash, but recently I've started to question that, and I don't really have a reason for why. I've just been like, okay, but is it going to be? Because I don't know. Kind of like when I started feeling less excited about Geno, and I had that thought of was like, I don't think it's going to happen. I've been starting to wonder about Crash more. It's almost like he's talked about too much and start to wonder if it's going to be something else instead. What it would be? Man, there's so many options. Who knows?
Cortex?
I don't think it's going to be Cortex. I'm talking other third parties, dumbass.
Oh, okay.
Like, maybe we'll get Dante. Maybe we'll get the fucking Dragonborn. Maybe we'll get Frogger. Or Kratos. Or the Knight. I don't think we'll get the Knight. Sora. Ellie.
That would be insane.
We'll get Sir Daniel Fortescue. How about that?
I'm happy with that. Yes. How about instead of Banjo Kazooie, we get Kazooie Banjo?
How about Rayman?
I would always be happy for Rayman. It's funny. He's never been in my personal most wanted list, but it's always like we get on the subject. It's like, you know who deserves to fucking be in Smash? And that's where we use that volatile deserve word, and I mean it. Like, holy, insane.
No, that's not who you think deserves it the most, though. There's one character we talked about that you've definitely said that deserves being at the most of all of the third-party options.
Really?
Yeah. Can you
Oh.
not remember your own character pick?
No.
Ryu
Other than mine?
Hayabusa.
Oh yeah, yeah. What a guy.
And before Ultimate, that answer probably for both of us was Simon Belmont.
Yeah. I agree.
And it was like, hey, he got in. Awesome. Also, there's this Richter guy, but hey.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, what do you think if we got Trevor Phillips?
I'd be like, what the fuck?
Huh?
Like, hey, it's that guy who was on The Walking Dead for 3 long years.
Yeah. Yeah.
and burned some people alive or something. I don't remember.
I didn't watch Walking. I saw the first season and
Yeah.
I was bored. It's like, this show. Okay. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
GTA 5.
But it's like, I don't know who we would get if it wasn't Crash. But I haven't just been starting to wonder, it's like, would it be? Are we gonna get him? Like, I would be down for it. But are we just gonna get something else instead? And I kind of wonder about that.
Or John Marston.
Maybe
That's who we'll get.
Maybe we'll get John Marston or Arthur Morgan.
Or
maybe we'll get
Bokutupa.
Maybe we'll get Rice Star or Alex Kidd. Maybe we'll get Cats.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we will. Like
Jibanyan.
Cats from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
No, Cats from Zero Wing. What the fuck, man?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
All your base belong to
You're
us.
the one that makes fourth party jokes, not me. Why would I say, oh yeah, Cats from this one cartoon show? No! Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's a
that's more ridiculous than whenever you talk about fucking Azerta.
What about Chucky?
More ridiculous than when you talk about fucking Azerta.
Okay. Yeah. Azerta can't use Boppo.
I mean, he's the right size.
Also true.
All right, though. So we've done this. We did this after Sephiroth. We did this after Steve. What's your predictions? Who are our last 2 characters? We've gotten it wrong every time. So let's go again.
Yeah. Crash. And I wanna hurt my.
You wanna what? Oh, he's gone. That's lovely. So John disappeared. His internet has crashed, apparently. So, great timing there. He said he's predicting Crash, though, so hey, that's an obvious prediction for the 2 of us. I'm going to say Crash as well. As for my second one, I know I've been talking about how it could be a Nintendo character, but I think I'm going to save the Nintendo prediction for, like, the potential there being a bonus character at the end, because that kind of just makes more sense. But, so my second character, I'm going to go... You know, I might say Rayman. Although I don't know, I feel like maybe he's a little too similar to with Crash. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just say that. Maybe I'll just say Crash and Rayman. I feel like... I don't know, something's just telling me Rayman right now. But hey, you know, that's the thing. But since Jonno is gone, and we don't know when or if he's ever going to come back, and I don't really have much more to say other than, hey, Pyra Mythra, weren't expecting you, but like playing out there. You guys are pretty fun. I figure we'll just go ahead and close things out here, and give you all our little teaser for the next episode, although I guess I've kind of already spoiled it. Oops. Oh, yeah, he's just completely disconnected. Bye. Oh, hey, you're back! Welcome back, Jonno. Hi. I was about to do the outro because I didn't know if you were ever going to return. So, while you were gone, I threw in my predictions for Crash and Rayman, and I decided to leave like the extra Nintendo character off to be like the rumored bonus character slot.
Mm-hmm.
So I say Crash and Rayman. I'm still not sure about Crash, but I figure I don't know, maybe. And Rayman, nothing else solid was really like come to mind in a strong level. So it's like, you know what, we'll just say Rayman. Got that Ubisoft connection, and I don't know. I just feeling it right now.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
when you left, we heard you say Crash Bandicoot, but we didn't hear your second choice.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with the Crash thing for now. It's just it's the time to say it if we're ever going to say it, and we well, if it's wrong, it's wrong.
And if he's not revealed at E3, then I don't think we're getting him.
I agree. We're going to get fake Crash instead.
Yep.
So
fake Crash was a fake Coco alt.
There you go. Yeah, screw it, right? There's no method or rhyme to these predictions anymore.
Yeah.
There's no Vergabin to guide us through like in the early days. It's just kind of although he eventually got his redemption with the Minecraft reveal.
Yeah.
So good for him. It's the Wild West out here. And I'm not going to say that there's going to be a Red Dead Redemption character. I would like to, but we're going to be a little less crazy. I'm going to do something that will personally hurt me. And because I don't give a crap and nothing's going to happen that we predict correctly anyway, I'll say it's going to be Crash and Amaterasu.
All right. So, Crash and Amaterasu or Crash and Rayman or something completely different. More like
probably
the third.
The lattermost.
Yeah. But with that, I think we're done talking about Pyra Mythra. Now that we talked a lot about Pyra Mythra, in all honesty, we kind of went all over the place a little bit. But I don't think that's much of a surprise because they've been out for a while now. We've kind of already shared some of our thoughts. And they're a first-party character that fights more or less as you would expect. So there's not a whole lot to dig into with them.
Yeah, it's somewhat basic, but it is what it is. We do a character kind of analysis like this for everything, and when it's Meteor, a crazier reveal or whatever, Sephiroth or whatever, Steve, naturally you get more out of it.
Yeah.
But what's funny in my closing thoughts on Pyra Mythra is that all of that said, I get more gratification from playing as them than I do most any other DLC character.
Agreed.
So whether we can talk about them at length does not hinder my enjoyment of them at all. They're my, I would say right now they're my number 2 out of all the DLC characters. And I think for you they're your number 1.
Probably. I would want to. I'd want to play more with them, like try and do some actual online matches with our group. Yeah. To see how I fare with them against, say, Kelly. Mm-hmm. But let's say they're probably my number 1 right now.
Nice. So cheers to them. I enjoy their inclusion and enjoyed the surprise of their reveal. Mm-hmm. Quite a fair bit. I was pretty excited for that when the reveal came around. Not a lot of our friends are invested in Xenoblade 2, even the ones who like Xenoblade. So it was a good little thing to share between you and I. And hopefully some of these, 5s of listeners.
2s.
Yep. And even less so for the ones that don't just skim.
The heck.
We do it for ourselves, and if you enjoy it, then we can do it for you too.
Yep. But I think that'll go ahead and lead us into our next episode now. Next time, well, we've kind of already spoiled it. Oops. Oopsie, my bad. It's a Smashtopia, which means we're making a character moveset for somebody. And it's time to make a Fire Emblem character. How about, Lynn? Why not? I think I'm down for it. Could be a fun time. It's
me too.
The first. She was the first lore that American fans were introduced to outside of Smash. So, there's good reasoning there. She's also fairly popular.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first assist trophies to be in Smash as well, so why not give her a moveset and have a guest involved in that? I think it'd be a good
A
time.
guest who I think we mentioned during this episode too. You'll see. It may or
Did
may not
we?
be Dorcas.
I don't remember if we mentioned
Maybe.
them. I don't know.
Definitely mentioned them before the podcast started getting recorded anyway.
Yeah, we did. But with that all said,
Yeah.
that's a wrap on Pyra and Mythra. See you all next time. Bye, everyone.